the Fred Hollows $1 coin. And here it is, Fred Hollows doing his work. Who developed the polio vaccination. Ronald Huckstep, who worked out how to treat the many victims of polio.
Heads up, this is a dollar coin now available about Fred Hollows. What a remarkable surgeon he was. You know, he was an ophthalmologist trained in New Zealand who brought high technology, and that's his real genius, high-tech eye surgery to the outback of Australia to treat Aboriginal people. He even brought it to Vietnam and other Asian countries. And this is what really great medicine's about, is bringing high technology, expensive treatment to everybody. When Fred Hollows said, when you operate on an eye, it's just as important when you're operating on a king or the Prime Minister. And what great words that is. As I've told you in many of my videos, I'm encouraging you to bring high technology to all patients in the favelas of Brazil and the slums of America and the outback of Australia. That's what true genius is. And that's what Fred Hollows was able to achieve. He's a bit of an image breaker, you know, a bit of a rough diamond really. He's focused on great medicine and humanitarian cause. He didn't have much time for all the niceties of civilization. He used to walk through the hospital, cigarette hanging out the corner of his mouth, and have to be asked politely by hospital administrators to remove it. He used to kick the door open into the operating theatre area where everybody was sitting having a cup of tea and say, same bunch of losers here as last week. He didn't have any time for these niceties. He was too busy practicing great medicine and breaking down all the barriers and pushing the far reaches of medicine. And that's what I really respect. So he was one of the great surgeons of the 20th century. But as you know, it's in poliomyelitis, and you've seen two pictures at the beginning of this video of the great Jonas Salk, who developed the polio vaccination, incidentally did not get a Nobel Prize, and another great surgeon who treated many of the victims of poliomyelitis, Ron Huckstep. You know, we tend to forget about poliomyelitis, but that was one of the great success stories and one of the greatest things of the 20th century. Not silly old DNA. That hasn't saved anyone's life, unlikely to. But polio, you know, in America, they used to fear polio outbreaks more than a nuclear or atomic war, and with good reasons. Every year, thousands of children died or were terribly paralyzed, even their president was. So polio struck fear in the hearts of all parents and all aspects of society. And Jonas Salk, almost overnight, was able to change that situation with his vaccination. And then a great surgeon like Ron Huckstep was able to treat the victims of polio. Allow them to walk again out, allow them to use their arms and earn a dignified and useful living. Unfortunately, still in parts of the world where polio vaccinations aren't organised properly, children still suffer. So there's Fred Hollows, one of the great heroic surgeons of the 20th century. And you can have a look at his coin. You can buy it. Heads up, you win. We all win with Fred Hollows. And also my story about poliomyelitis, looking at my great heroes Jonas Salk and Ron Huckstep.